We have 36 trillion cells in our body, and you have such massive amounts of inflammation from all the seed oils, the heavy metals, the poisons, the toxins, the EMF, everything else that's poisoning our bodies. And so we utilize hydrogen inhalation therapy, which is the most powerful antioxidative therapy that one can never do.
And that's what this machine is.
Yes. You basically sit at home watching TV or working at your desk or at your computer. You put it on and you're breathing in pure hydrogen gas. 15 minutes is neutralizing all the oxidative damage in your body. It binds with these free radicals and turns them into water and nitric oxide.
Okay.
And so now you have more hydration.
Okay.
And you have improved blood flow.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Dr. Alex Carrasco. Today, I'm joined by Mick Emandi, a healthcare entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience spanning hospitals, imaging centers, pharmacies, and multi-specialty medical practices across the country. Mick has been at the forefront of healthcare innovation, from building large-scale clinical operations to launching national telemedicine platforms and pioneering new approaches in functional and integrative and regenerative medicine. Mick, thank you so much for joining us today. I can't wait to hear all the different things that you do. And I guess to begin, can you kind of tell us, what you do, why you do what you do, and maybe kind of your genesis story?
Yeah, I'd love to, Alex. Thank you for having me, by the way. It's great to be in Austin again. I have a great pleasure when I have patients that I can change their lives.
Yeah.
And, it's not about money anymore. It's really about how many lives can you have an impact on.
Right.
And that's what really juices me. And when you can do things that nobody else has been able to help them with, that's what it's all
It's
about.
worth everything.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
And as a functional medicine doctor, you can relate very
100%,
well.
Yeah, it makes a big difference when you can change people's lives. So tell us a little bit about, all of the different things that you do, because it sounds like you are deep in regenerative medicine. You've got clinics, you have probably, it sounds like, invented tech and possibly even supplements. So tell us a little bit about all the things that you kind of are into right now.
Well, my medical practice has several components in it. I have I have the largest medical marijuana practice in the state of Florida.
Okay.
About 40 locations there, and I also have an international GLP-1 practice.
Okay.
So we do that. Most of the biggest influencers on IG, for example, used to be my patients.
Oh, wow.
And I also have a regenerative medicine practice in Orlando.
Okay.
And there we're doing regenerative medicine with stem cell technology that we'll chat about.
Yeah.
And really helping people, that have lost hope in their conditions to be able to, find a new life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in that practice in particular, you're probably seeing like the most challenging cases, people that have seen dozens of doctors, probably have seen lots of specialists, lots of functional medicine doctors. And, there's just some patients sometimes that are really, really hard to help. So tell me a little bit about what that's like and what results you're getting and what you're doing in order to get those results.
Yeah. A lot of the patients, when they see, our ads or our promotions and such, they say, I've tried everything else. Why not? It's a long shot, but why not? You know? And when they come in and they get miraculous results in just days and weeks, I mean, that's very cathartic to be able to see. We have patients that, the whole realm of chronic pain, knee pain, back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, pain from autoimmune conditions, fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis. We have patients that have given up on their opportunity of recovering ever from Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, dementia. And to see them have such amazing results in such a brief period of time, it's really phenomenal.
Yeah. So what is it that you're doing that's getting people results? I think I think we touched before the show, just obviously we always talk about how the root cause of everything is inflammation, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But how do you, help a body that's in massive oxidative crisis?
Yeah. No, that's what the quandary is all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, every day, all of us are dealing with the impact of all the toxins that are already in our body, right? These toxins are continuously generating free radicals. These free radicals are destroying our healthy cells.
Yeah.
Our healthy cells now are susceptible to oxidative stress.
Right.
And this oxidative stress, when it gets out of control, is inflammation.
Right.
And that's the root cause of a lot of the diseases that we're all trying to treat, right?
Right.
So we're not doing anything on a daily basis to have a tremendous impact on this oxidative stress.
Right.
Everybody's trying to fix the mitochondria.
Yeah.
Okay. While, the cells.
Mitochondria is very hot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it should be.
Yeah. And we love helping the mitochondria. This treatment protocol is the most powerful treatment for the mitochondria, actually. But that's not all what it does.
Right.
It helps neutralize all the oxidative stress that you're generating every single day.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing else that you can do that. How many times a day can you do glutathione IVs?
Right. So many people are taking their, curcumin, their fish oil, the basics, right? But it's all oral absorption.
Yes.
Depends on first pass metabolism, all of those things,
Yes.
right? So maybe you can make a little bit of a dent, but probably nothing, very super therapeutic kind of.
It's like trying to kill an elephant with a BB gun.
Yeah.
You're just going to piss it off.
Yeah.
You're not going to get very much traction that way, right?
Yeah.
We have 36 trillion cells in our body,
Mm-hmm.
and you have such massive amounts of inflammation from all the seed oils, the heavy metals, the poisons, the toxins, the EMF, everything else that's poisoning our bodies.
Yeah.
All of these are built up, and
Mm-hmm.
they are causing massive amounts of oxidative stress. And a little pill of vitamin A, E, C, curcumin, whatever, is not going to do much of a dent in people that are actually suffering from chronic diseases.
Okay.
It may help stabilize. It'll help stabilize people that are already healthy.
Right.
But I'm not trying to help people that are already healthy. I'm trying to help people that are suffering.
Yeah, and debilitating conditions.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So those people have massive amounts of oxidative stress and
Mm-hmm.
inflammation. So the first step in being able to find them a resolution is getting rid of the enemy at the front door.
Yeah.
Which is the oxidative stress and inflammation.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And so we utilize hydrogen inhalation therapy, which is the most powerful antioxidative therapy that one can never do.
And that's what this machine is.
Yes, this is our device that you basically sit at home watching TV or working at your desk or at your computer. And even while sleeping, you put it on and you're breathing in pure hydrogen gas. It's neutralizing in just 15 minutes. It's neutralizing all the oxidative damage in your body.
Wow.
All of the free radicals that are generated every day.
Mm-hmm.
It binds with these free radicals and turns them into water and nitric oxide.
Okay.
And so now you have more hydration.
Okay.
And you have improved blood flow.
Okay.
So you can't ask for a better consolation prize, right?
Right.
Whereas most antioxidants, they are just contributing an electron and neutralizing the effects of the free radicals. This particular molecule is converting these bad molecules into
usable molecules.
Yeah.
So then you get two usable molecules rather than a neutralized molecule that then will go get another negative charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vasodilation, better blood flow, lower blood pressure. Those are all side effects.
Yeah. So if someone were to ask you, say, like, is this something you've got to do for the rest of your life? Is that a yes? Or do people ever move past that? Even if you do have to do that, I think that's okay. But does that ever solve like the real root issue? Or does that even matter?
So there are several components to what hydrogen as a molecule does.
Mm-hmm.
One of it is it works as the most powerful selective antioxidant.
Okay.
But it also has several other things.
Mm-hmm.
One of the ones that we talked about just now was supercharging the mitochondria.
Right.
So it's able to penetrate every single cell in our body.
Mm-hmm.
In each of our cells, we have hundreds of mitochondria. Some of them have thousands, right?
Right.
And each of them are trying to generate more energy for the cells.
Right.
You know what makes the engine within the mitochondria?
Is it hydrogen?
Yes. the electron transport chain that actually turns fats, sugars, fats, carbs into ATP is made up of protons, which are hydrogen molecules.
Right.
So if you inject more hydrogen into that process, it goes faster. The faster it goes, you're making it go 10 times faster. You're delivering exponentially more ATP into the cell.
And does it matter if you're missing nutrients, necessary for the mitochondria, like your CoQ10s or, other nutrients like that? Is that also important, or does it bypass those mechanisms?
So by itself, it provides ATP.
Mm-hmm.
Those other components, if they're not there in a person's diet, then they won't get as robust or
efficient.
What do you call it? Benefit.
Yeah.
But if they are able to, just have this one thing alone and do what they're already doing, sky's the limit, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So they're already doing some of these other things that as functional doctors, we're already encouraging them to eat healthy, sleep more,
basic lifestyle.
Lifestyle changes and stuff like that. But just like to answer your question, just like you work out 3 times a week, to stay healthy, you want to do something like this to get your toxins under control.
I love that.
Yeah. So
very doable.
Yeah, and the thing about it is it's so easy to do. I take my machine all over the world with me. I was telling you earlier, my carry-on bag.
Yeah.
And I only sleep 4 hours a night. I'm almost 60.
Is that before, before you started using hydrogen? Did you sleep 4 hours?
I slept about 6-7 hours a night.
Okay.
But now I only need 4 hours a night, sometimes less. And I'll jump out of bed. I don't use an alarm clock or anything like that. And I'm, always on,
that's amazing.
Full energy level,
Yeah.
It's very, very powerful in so many different ways. What we are able to do now is we've been able to marry the power of eliminating all the oxidative stress, boosting the immune system, and also detoxifying the body with molecular hydrogen.
Okay.
While we're actually supercharging the mitochondria.
Okay.
Okay. So we're able to slow down the progression of many different diseases.
Okay.
Because what are all these conditions, right?
Right.
They're all emanate from cellular dysfunction.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
You fix the cell, as Dr. Pompa would say, you get well.
Yeah.
Okay. You fix the cell, you get well, right?
Yeah.
So in that same vein, if you're able to stop cellular dysfunction, you're able to slow down the progression of diseases and medical conditions. Okay.
And so is it also important to think about the fats around the cell, or things like choline or the omegas? Is that also part of this equation?
We do have a carbon-based vitamin and mineral formula that we include with our treatment protocol for our patients. Yeah. So yes, that's a very important component of, a well-rounded, improvement. Yes, exactly. So, that's definitely something that everybody's already doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But we're adding another layer, another component to this to be able to manage those things that they have not been able to do anything about.
Yeah.
And now we've added the layer of the newest layer is adding a stem cell technology.
Okay.
So, we all know about how great stem cells are supposed to be, right?
Right.
But they have a lot of limitations.
Yeah.
Okay. In the FDA has also categorized them as a biologic. So there are a lot of limitations. Fortunately, in Florida, we don't have a lot of those limitations.
Yeah.
And so we're able to really be at the forefront of a lot of regenerative medicine. A good colleague of mine, he invented a new stem cell technology about 6 months ago.
Okay.
And we've been using it with miraculous results.
Tell me more.
Yeah. I mean, typically stem cells come from one area of the placenta. The placenta is the part that, people throw away once the baby's born, right?
Yeah.
The placenta is responsible for turning a embryo into a human being in 9 months, right? So it has all the regenerative and healing properties to protect the baby and make sure the baby is healthy as good as we can do that in those 9 months.
Right.
Now, current stem cell technologies are using just one area or one region of that placenta.
Is that just umbilical?
Umbilical cord, and a lot of people have heard about Wharton's jelly.
Yeah.
Right? So those are the two primary areas. Nobody uses both They either use one or the other because of the cost. Right. So, but there are actually 6 areas to the placenta.
Okay.
And so each of those areas have their own unique properties. Okay. And if you're not using all 6, you're getting a fraction of the regenerative and healing properties that you could otherwise get.
Okay.
For the first time, we have a product that's able to harness the full power of that entire placenta.
Wow.
And so it's able to last 5 times longer than current stem cells and exosomes. It's able to provide a much more full spectrum of healing and regenerative properties in all of the conditions and diseases that we're all dealing with.
Yeah. And where do you get the placentas from?
So my buddy who developed the technology spent about 3 years going through about 2,500 donors.
Okay.
He found a young lady in Alabama. Due to religious reasons, she never had a vaccine, never had COVID, never had a COVID vaccine, almost no microplastics in her body, in her tissues. And when she had a healthy childbirth, they were able to secure that placenta, take it to their tissue bank in Oklahoma City. And they have a laboratory there too. And they basically keep they took the placenta, extracted the cell lines from each of those 6 areas.
And they can amplify them.
No, they're not allowed to do that. You can't manipulate them in the United States.
Okay.
So then they basically keep them in a bioreactor, a very small portion of them. The rest they keep in a cryo freezer. And then they're able to keep those alive. And then under hormetic load, which basically means reducing the oxygen levels, they're able to have the stem cells release all their liquid gold, if you will. Their chemokines, cytokines, peptides, proteins, growth factors. And they collect this liquid gold soup from each of the 6 bioreactors. And they wash it of all the DNA and RNA. So now it has no genetic material in it. Okay, so now it's acellular. And now it's no longer a biologic. And it basically is able to be lyophilized, just like you've seen peptides, come as a powder. And it's something that you can inject yourself, just like a peptide.
And you would just add water?
Yeah. We just use sterile water. Not even bacteriostatic water, just sterile water. And it can be injected just with the insulin syringe and getting amazing results.
So take us through like a really difficult patient case, from beginning to end, and what you saw and what y'all did.
I mean, everybody's difficult.
Yeah, of course. Probably when they're coming to your clinic.
What we do, I mean, the magic is prepping the body first, right? So there's something called stem cell priming.
Okay.
If you go to Google and just type in molecular hydrogen stem cells, there'll be an article about mesenchymal stem cell priming. And in the conclusion, they talk about how this is the most revolutionary advancement in stem cell technology.
Okay.
And so why is that? Well, because when you're injecting things in your body to regenerate tissue, the body's so inflamed. It's going to destroy everything that you put in your body. That's why stem cells don't last very long, because the inflammatory cytokines destroy them. It's kind of like, going to a battlefield and the troops are flying out of the plane and trying to land on the beach, and they're getting shot in the air before they even get to land. So that's what happens with most stem cells. That's why 95% of them don't even last more than 48 hours. But the 5% that last give us the results that stem cell therapy has been able to give us so far. And exosomes, they don't have the capacity to stay within the body. They get washed out, just kind of like a flood, pushing everything out of its way. They get washed out, so they don't have the ability to stay in the body for a very long period of time, usually 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
But this technology is able to bind to the collagen and pump signals out for 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
So that alone provides signaling for such a long period of time. A lot of people are crazy about peptides right now. Why do you have to inject yourself every day with peptides? Because they're a protein that lasts for a few minutes to a few hours. What if it lasted 3 to 4 weeks? How often would you have to inject yourself then?
It'd be a game changer.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Wow.
Yeah. And so that's just one component that obviously peptides are just for, they just are for one receptor in your cells. That's what they're drawn to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is drawn to every single cell and all the receptors.
Wow.
Because it has the full spectrum. And so that's why we're able to get such amazing results. When you say take us through your most difficult cases, they're all patients that have given up hope. I had bone-on-bone knee pain. I can't walk anymore. I'm about to get arthroscopic surgery. They come in, they get the injection, might do hyaluronic acid also for them. 4 days later, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Wow.
My pain's gone.
Yeah.
We injected a lady 2 weeks ago. A week later, she went hiking. She came in with a brace, and she had arthroscopic surgery on her left knee,
Mm-hmm.
and she was contemplating getting it on her right knee. A week later, she goes hiking in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
A week after that, she comes for her second injection.
Wow.
And it was just done sub-Q. The first injection was just done sub-Q.
And do patients ever have the big inflammatory responses with this product? You know how some people will get stem cells therapy and then sometimes there's infection, sometimes there's a big, like you said, kind of cytokine storm.
Never any side effects yet.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we're able to inject it sub-Q, number one.
Mm-hmm.
So, how deep is it going?
Right.
What is it really, affecting? There's no open wound.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like doing a GLP-1 in your abdomen,
Yeah.
It's not very risky at all, right?
Yeah.
And as far as, the ability to continue what they're doing and the inflammation, within 24 to 72 hours, we find that between 50 to 100% of the inflammation is gone.
Wow.
No more swelling.
Yeah.
No more inflammation.
And the body just knows where to take the stem cells and where it needs them?
Well, these aren't stem cells. It's a signaling molecule. Right. So the area of injury emits something called DAMPs,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And don't want to get too technical for the audience, but I think you have a lot of physicians here anyway.
Yes.
But these DAMPs basically are putting out a SOS signal.
Right.
And when the stem cell technology is injected, as it's going over, the DAMPs basically gets drawn into the DAMPs.
Okay.
And that's why when you do a local injection, instead of going to your other areas of your body that, like, say, your heart, where you might have some problem with your heart,
right,
or you have diabetes and you have something, problem with your liver and things like that, it goes to the immediate area first. Now, for patients who are dealing with systemic conditions, we're able to do it via IV push or sub-Q in the abdomen. Yeah. So it goes systemically. So when you're dealing with neuropathic pain, getting phenomenal results for that too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, and when you're dealing with, cognitive issues, we're able to, I have this here and stuff. You've got to see it.
Yeah,
it's very cool. We have this little device. Okay. And you basically inject it into the nose. Okay. And then it goes through your olfactory plate or olfactory nerve pathways and your trigeminal nerve pathways into your brain tissue.
Oh, wow. And
so within weeks, we start observing improvements in their cognitive function.
So you're seeing that kind of improvement with your Alzheimer's patients?
Yeah.
And what kind of big changes have you seen?
In memory, like we had a patient that, one of our doctors, Dr. Ace Choksi, he's an MD in Cincinnati in California. Mm-hmm. He had a patient that he did the intranasal for 2 weeks. When she came for her third week of intranasal, her caregiver said that she had improved by 80%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We had another patient with my doctor, Dr. Leslie Pace in Atlanta. She had a patient that did the hydrogen for about a week. Mm-hmm. And then she did the one vial of the intranasal stem cell technology. And 10 days later, her husband calls my doctor up and says, "Hey, I don't know what you're doing with my wife, but it's been 5 years since she's left the house, but she's driving around town in my pickup truck."
Wow.
For the first time and walking normally again.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's great to hear those kind of stories, Yeah. Yeah.
That gives a lot of hope.
Yeah. Oh, tremendous. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just stories like that,
Yeah.
We just have people think that once the pain is gone though, that they're healed.
Right.
And we try to tell them, no, you cannot run a marathon, in 3 days just because you don't feel pain. You know, the healing takes, 6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So you got to give it a chance to, set before you re-injure yourself.
So you're seeing a lot of success with joints like lower lumbar, cervical spine.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're doing like for the neck and back, we're doing paraspinal.
Oh, wow.
Paraspinal sub-Q with an insulin syringe.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing.
That's fascinating.
Nothing more serious than that.
Yeah.
It's literally, people can do it at home.
Wow.
Yeah. Without even coming to the clinic. So, we have a national telehealth program where we're launching for people all over the country to be able to have these technologies available in their homes and to be able to take advantage of them.
Wow.
When they've tried everything else.
Right.
I wouldn't say we are the first line. Try everything else first.
Probably the top of the pyramid, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So try everything first. Once, if those aren't working for you, then, we can definitely make you a believer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess tell me how you think that the hydrogen could help anyone.
Everyone.
Do you feel like everyone should just have a unit?
Yeah. I mean, the thing is like I said, what are we doing about the oxidative what are we doing about the effects of all the toxins in our body right now?
Right.
We're aging faster.
Yeah.
We're getting sicker faster.
Yeah.
Things are coming up that we can't explain.
Right.
Our blood work looks good, but why am I so tired? Why can't I sleep?
Yeah.
Why do I have COVID brain all the time? Right? Yeah. I mean, even for people with COVID, long COVID, they're mentally just not working anymore. Yeah. They do this intranasally, and then within a week, they're a new person.
Wow.
It's crazy. It's just phenomenal.
So I know that there are a lot of different hydrogen machines on the market, and I feel like I see them often on social. Yeah. I'll probably see them more today.
Yeah, exactly.
Algorithm.
Because now you heard
hear
about
me.
It. Yeah, yeah.
But what are some pitfalls when people are looking for these products? Because they're compelling, but then you don't really know the quality. And then I've read a little bit about some being, getting corrosive or getting damage over time and then being detrimental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know anything about hydrogen when I first experienced it. I've been in healthcare for 30 years. I didn't think that something like that even existed.
Was that powerful?
And that night I slept for like 4 hours, felt like I slept for 10. The next day I crushed the day. I did like a week's worth of work in like hours. Wow. Like my brain fog was completely lifted, you know? And when I saw the 3,000 plus clinical studies supporting how hydrogen helps with so many clinical indications and diseases that a lot of my patients that were doing medical marijuana were dealing with, but I didn't have a solution for, especially my cancer patients and my Alzheimer's and Parkinson's patients. Yeah. I was like, this is a no-brainer for me to be able to help my own patients. And why isn't every doctor in the United States not doing this for their patients? Right. And so I that night I bought the company.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
It was a company out of Japan. They were coming in, they were introducing it to the United States. And I was like, you're not from here. I'm from here. Don't worry about it. I got you, Yeah. So we did that. And since that time, I spent the first year presenting to the American Society of Clinical Oncology, ASCO, and the American Academy of Neurology. So my oncologists and my neurologists presented at the conventions about the efficacy of hydrogen based on all the clinical studies, to try to encourage these doctors to, give it a look, But, the hydrogen is not a reimbursable item through normal Medicare or insurance and such. And when you're making a couple $1 million a year, a couple $1,000s a month doesn't really appeal to you. Right. So there's not much money to be made by the doctors, because once patients get the machine, they don't go back to their doctors. Right. A lot Amazing. Of as functional doctors, we love that. Yeah. But as a traditional doctor,
graduate.
Yeah, exactly. As traditional doctors, you have to come back every 3 months for the rest of your life. Wow. That's how otherwise we wouldn't be in business, right?
Works,
yeah, that's the model. I was part of that model for many, many years, But since that time, I've identified that, the people that really are going to be able to utilize this technology to help people like I help people are people that are in functional medicine, longevity space, and they're the ones that are interested in seeing results as a group. I mean, all doctors want to help their patients, but to to incorporate it into the practice
Right.
and make it complementary to what they're already doing
Right.
is a challenge.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of doctors more recently in the last year have been getting into wellness,
Yeah.
getting into longevity.
It's definitely shifting.
And so this hydrogen machine is actually transitioning their patients for their fee-for-service into the wellness side.
Wow.
So it's allowing them to mine their patients
Right.
for patients who are dealing with lack of sleep, lack of
Yeah.
energy, brain fog. Those are like the easiest things for this to overcome.
Yeah.
In just 1 or 2 sessions, you sleep great.
Yeah.
You sleep like a baby.
And how much time does it take?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much, this is got the footprint of a piece of paper.
Yeah.
So you can pretty much fit it anywhere where you can fit a piece of paper, right? Bedside table,
Yeah.
on your desk, next to where you're watching TV.
Yeah.
And just put it on and you're breathing.
That's
Just like
amazing.
oxygen, I would put it on, but I wouldn't look as great. But it's very simple.
Yeah.
And it's very powerful, and it's very easy to do. And it does so much, right? Because, these things that we're not doing, basically neutralizing all the damaging effects of the toxins and
Right.
oxidative stress in our body,
Right.
the inflammation, and the side benefits of boosting our immune system by protecting our healthy cells,
Yeah.
detoxifying our bodies at the cellular level by triggering something called the NRF2,
That's right.
cellular detoxification protocols.
Yeah.
So it activates more than 200 different enzymes
Yeah.
and pathways for deep cellular detoxification.
Yeah.
The only contraindication we have is people with mold.
Okay.
When they have a very, very high level of mold toxicity, a lot of people come and say, I already got rid of my mold. I'm not worried about that. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
They do it for a half an hour and then they feel like they have a flu.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why? Because the mold is finally coming out, even though they
Okay.
thought they had it all out.
Yeah.
They never got like confirmation
Yeah.
that the mold was actually coming out.
Yeah.
But when it gets out and it's getting into your bloodstream, you feel like you have the flu. It's called a Herxheimer reaction,
Yeah.
right? So that Herxheimer reaction is an indication that it's actually working,
Yeah.
right? And so those patients, we usually have them stop doing it and then gradually titrate like 5 minutes, 10
Yeah.
minutes on a weekly basis and get up to where they need to be so that
Okay.
they can get all the benefits of it. But first they need to detox their bodies,
Right.
right? So that's one of the things that we're able to do with that. And this machine also, we have the ability to make water. So all of our patients drink the hydrogen water along with the inhalation. We also have all of our cognitive patients or neurodegenerative patients have headphones. So the headphones, they're headphones that push the hydrogen gas through the ear canal into the brain tissue.
That's really cool.
So if you have, say, patients with, like, for example, tinnitus, 2 weeks, 50% gone.
It's amazing.
People with hearing loss, 3 months,
Wow.
significant improvement in their hearing loss, because it's regenerating the cells of the cochlea and the tympanic membrane.
Yeah.
Okay. And then when it goes further into the brain tissue, patients who are dealing with elderly patients, for example, it actually melts away the buildup of amyloid plaque on the substantia nigra.
Wow.
It suppresses the inflammation throughout the brain tissue,
Wow.
and it also helps regenerate new neuronal cells.
Yeah.
So
for
for patient-
microglial and
Yeah.
inflammation or
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
activation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And everything that I just said, by the way, your viewers can fact check me on this
Yeah.
by just going to Google.
Yeah.
Or ChatGPT or Gemini, whatever the case may be.
For Lexington. Yeah.
And just typing in molecular hydrogen
Mm-hmm.
and that condition. So
Yeah.
molecular hydrogen heart failure, molecular hydrogen COPD,
Yeah.
molecular hydrogen Alzheimer's,
Yeah.
molecular hydrogen autoimmune. Just type those in
Wow.
and you'll see everything just pop right up and all the clinical studies pop right up, and then you can give me a call.
Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Here's
It's really
a
good.
question, because a lot of people, patients ask me about the Kangen water.
Yeah.
So tell me about that and the difference between that and this, because
Yeah.
that has a huge following.
So Kangen water, I have several patients that used to have the Kangen water machine, which costs about $5,000
Yes.
by itself,
Yes.
which is a little bit less than the cost of this machine, which
Mhm.
does exponentially more.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you about the goggles either, and
Oh,
the
no.
hydrogen water baths, by the way.
Will it make me able to see better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will
Absolutely.
will
Macular
yeah.
degeneration, diabetic retinopathy, glaucoma, cataracts. You can just type in molecular hydrogen in any one of those
What
things I
about
just
just
mentioned.
needing readers?
Yeah, it'll help improve because it regenerates the tissue of the ocular tissue,
Okay.
the cornea, the retina. It regenerates all those cells.
Wow.
Because it's supercharging the mitochondria.
Yeah.
When you supercharge the mitochondria, what happens?
Right.
You're regenerating the cells.
Yeah.
When you regenerate cells, what happens? You regenerate new tissue.
Yeah.
So it's a cascade, right?
Yeah.
So that's why it works so well. And like I said, people will be very doubtful. It's like, I can't believe what he's saying kind of thing. But yeah, just go to Google and just type it in.
Yeah.
Molecular hydrogen in the condition that is bothering you or a loved one, and you'll see what I'm talking about. People with stroke, we have amazing results for people with stroke.
Wow.
Much, much faster, like twice as fast improvement, because it gets rid of the ischemic reperfusion injury.
So who've done all the studies? Has it all been like
all
abroad? Is it, not here?
Yeah. It's not, we're in a fee for service society where if we're not making a lot of money doing something, we're not going to do it.
Yeah.
But all the other countries that, have socialized healthcare, if you will, where they're interested in helping their population get better, they're doing all these studies. The countries in Europe, in Asia, South America, we have, everybody except America.
Yeah, right. Of course.
So there's a lot of self-interest for that too, I mean, I have a device even that we sell in a lot of the beauty stores around the country and stuff, like Bloomingdale's, for example, which actually reverses wrinkles.
What is that?
So it's called Look 25.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, you want to Look 25? I got you. So Look 25 utilizes hydrogen and oxygen, and it injects it into a serum that I developed, a patented serum I developed.
Okay.
And you basically atomize it and it sprays on your face and basically regenerates all the cells, the epithelial skin cells.
Okay.
And then it goes deep into the dermal layer of skin and supercharges the fibroblast production of collagen and elastin.
Wow.
Because a lot of people talk about collagen, but they don't really realize that elastin
that's what
keeps the elasticity. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what keeps your skin the way it should be and stuff, and it also modulates, oily skin and moisturizes dry skin. And that's all. The only ingredient in that product is hydrogen.
Wow.
There's no other ingredients in it.
Wow.
And we have so many 5-star reviews and, just like all those things and stuff. But I'm just giving you an example of what the versatility of this is.
Yeah.
So this basically helps you get younger from the inside out.
Right.
And that gets you younger from the outside in.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a couple $100 instead of a couple thousand, but it's still.
But it sounds
something.
like this is very multi-use. Like, so you said you've got, you can inhale it, you can drink it, you can put the
headphones on for the ears.
You can put goggles for your eyes.
And the goggles for the eyes. And then we have also the ability to do a hydrogen water bath.
Oh, cool.
So for a couple $100, you can now have a $40,000 hydrogen water bath in your home.
Wow.
So if you're dealing with a lot of people are dealing with like psoriasis, eczema, those skin
I wonder
conditions.
even if more of the immunological ones, like the bullous conditions or hydradenitis, or some of the ones where the barrier really breaks down.
Yep. I mean, I don't know those specifically. I haven't checked Google either, but the mechanism of action is the same.
Well, I'd love to know just a little bit more about your career, because it sounds like you're just an amazing problem solver. So
yeah, I think that's my problem. It hasn't been easy. Some people take the path of, okay, this makes a lot of money, let's just do this, buy real estate, do this, do that, I'm one to always try to build new things. I get bored easily.
Yeah.
So, building things is a passion of mine, and helping people is really cathartic for me, because, I've had my own personal challenges and stuff. Actually, when I first started this, I had cirrhosis of the liver.
Oh, wow.
And actually had, I won't say what I had to do as a backup plan, but I had a backup plan.
Yeah.
And within 9 months, my cirrhosis was gone.
My goodness.
Liver enzymes are normal.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, if that doesn't make me a believer, what
So
does,
number
right?
one tool for you in your life is hydrogen.
That's my go-to every day and stuff. I mean, the new stem cell technology fixes things.
Right.
And the hydrogen helps maintain your body in optimal condition.
Yeah.
Right? It fixes things from all the things that are going on bad in our bodies, right?
Right.
But the stem cell technology does it a lot faster.
Right.
I think that's what's the game changer.
And so will doctors that aren't in Florida, like, will they be able to use this technology?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Both technologies.
Yeah.
So it's not limited by any laws or anything.
Okay.
Hydrogen is not.
Yeah, hydrogen is
hydrogen.
That's
Anybody
fine.
can use anywhere in the world. I mean,
Yeah.
I have an office in Bucharest. I have an office in Dubai.
Yeah.
For the hydrogen machine.
Yeah.
So we do it all over the world. But the stem cell technology, it's basically in the same category as hyaluronic acid.
Wow.
So it's not it's basically a scaffold product, and it's not considered a biologic at all.
Wow.
So, and it doesn't have any genetic material in it.
Yeah.
So think about it, right?
Right.
There's no limitation. But the beautiful thing is physicians can do IV push or intraarticular in their office for joint.
Yeah.
Or they can do it sub-Q or intranasal in their office.
Yeah.
And then patients can take the vials home and do subsequent ongoing treatments at home.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
When you're talking about longevity, I have a new protocol that I'm launching. It's called the Immortal Code.
Okay.
And the Immortal Code is all about reversing aging. I won't say live forever, but let's reverse aging for now.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's about reversing aging, because what is aging?
Right.
It's the destruction of all your organs and your tissues, right? If you can reverse that, what else is stopping you other than a car that's going the wrong direction?
Destiny or fate, right?
Yeah. So between the hydrogen and the combination of the hydrogen and the stem cell technology allows you to fix everything that's broken in your body, all the autoimmune conditions, all of the metabolic conditions, all of the organ failures in your body, and then the hydrogen helps maintain that.
Wow.
It boosts your energy.
Yeah.
It boosts your endurance. It boosts your lactic acid threshold.
Yeah.
And it allows you to perform much better, faster, stronger.
Wow.
Athletes, like I have a lot of NFL and NBA players that are on it now and stuff.
Yeah.
It's giving them the edge like you can't believe.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
So if our audience wants to learn more about you or your clinics, or learn even about how to use this in their practices, how can they reach you? How can they learn about that?
Yeah. So I have our website is probably the easiest way. I don't like to give 10 different things because people get confused.
Yeah.
Regenmds, REGENMDS.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Dr. Alex. Appreciate it.
Really nice to speak with you.
Thank you.